Season 5 is upon us in Destiny 2 Forsaken this week, and with that, Bungie has dropped a lot of information. We've got Pinnacle Weapons to chase after. We've got Black Armory dropping next week on December 4th, Tuesday, where we get new weapons, new gear, new exotics to chase after. Season 5 is bringing a lot of content our way, and Bungie has not failed to deliver. We're going to talk about all that in this video, so hang tight. First off, I want to talk about the Pinnacle Weapons that we can get during Season 5. We've got the Loaded Question Fusion Rifle, the Breakneck Auto Rifle, and the Mountaintop Grenade Launcher. The Loaded Question High Impact Fusion Rifle. It comes with a unique perk called Reservoir Burst. When the battery is full, your next burst deals additional damage and causes enemies to explode on death. Now, to earn this weapon, you're going to have to go see Zavala. Complete all the following objectives: 500 fusion rifle kills in any strike or nightfall, 1,000 arc kills in any strike or nightfall, 40 strike or nightfall completions, and head back to see Zavala, and the fusion rifle is yours. Next up is the Breakneck Precision Auto Rifle, which you can obtain through Gambit. A Breakneck's unique perk is called Onslaught. The weapon's rate of fire increases as you stack Rampage. Now, this weapon can be obtained through Gambit. You need to complete the following objectives: 500 auto rifle kills, 100 auto rifle multi-kills, 150 challenging enemies defeated, 40 Gambit matches completed. Go back and see the Drifter, and the weapon is yours. Alright, the last Pinnacle weapon we're going to talk about is called the Mountaintop. It's a lightweight grenade launcher, and it sets in the kinetic slot, and its unique perk is called Micro Missile. This weapon fires in a straight line and has a massively increased projectile speed. Projectiles detonate on the environment instead of bouncing around like a traditional grenade launcher. Now, there are 3 steps to this Crucible weapon, and just like with any Crucible weapon, it's going to be a grind. Step 1, you got to reach Glory Rank Brave. Now, Step 2, you can do both in the competitive playlist or in the quick play. You get single points in quick play and double points in competitive. And I'm not going to drain this slide, there's a lot in Step 2. And then, of course, Step 3, you've got to reach Fabled in Glory. So besides the Pinnacle weapons that we get during Season 5, Bungie launched a VDOC this week, and they talked a lot about Black Armory Season of the Forge, which is one of 3 playable content that you'll get during the Forsaken Annual Pass. Now, the Annual Pass is going to run you $35. And with that, you get 3 different seasons worth of playable content: Season of the Forge, Season of the Drifter, and then the last one, Season of the yet to be named. And you can see from this gameplay calendar that the first half is the free seasonal updates. This is everything that we're going to get to play that you don't have to purchase from December from now, of course, until the end of August 2019. And the second half of this calendar shows everything that you get for the annual pass. This is what your $35 will get you, which includes the upcoming Black Armory, which launches on December 4th this next week. So what all do you get with the Black Armory, Season of the Forge? Well, you can see here you get access to the Black Armory, of course. You get new matchmaking activity called the Lost Forges. There's new weapons and gear, new exotic quest lines. I think there's 5 new exotics coming in Black Armory, including the Last Word. They get a new raid, new triumphs and collections, and of course some bonus rewards. So real quickly, I'm going to go over some of the dates here and the activities we're going to see during Season of the Forge / Black Armory. On December 4th, we're going to get the Yolunder Forge. December 7th, Gofanin Forge. And also on the December 7th, we're going to get the new raid, which is a raid lair. December 11th, the Dawning. It is free to all players. December 18th, Izanami Forge. January 8th, Niobe Labs. January 29th, Exotic Quest The Draw, in other words, The Last Word. And December 5th, Crimson Days, which is free to all players. So let's dive a little deeper in what else we can expect during Season of the Forge. So one of the first things you'll notice is a power cap level increase to 650. And this is for all players of Destiny 2 Forsaken. The soft cap will remain around 500, and players under 550 can expect to receive more Prime Ingrams that will help them receive a higher power bump more quickly so they can reach the in-game levels. And then There's going to be more powerful reward sources will remain consistent for those who own Destiny 2 Forsaken, and there will be new powerful reward sources for those who own the annual pass. Now what this means is you don't necessarily have to own the annual pass in Black Armory to reach that 650 power level. Just as long as you own Forsaken, you can get there. Now if you do own the annual pass and you get Black Armory, of course, you will actually have more chances to get to that power level quicker than anybody else, because you'll have access to new activities and new quests on a weekly basis. And of course, the new raid, which is called Scourge of the Past, will be exclusive to Black Armory players. I want to talk about the Lost Forges, which is a new 3-player in-game horde mode activity, and yes, it will have matchmaking. That's cool, it's a plus. And there'll be 4 Lost Forges in total, and each one will provide you the opportunity to grab a new exotic. And let's take a look at these exotics, and I'm trying to figure out which exotic goes with which forge for that week. Each exotic will be centered around one of 3 foundry families that they were lost craftsmen. So there's a Norseman, Japanese, and French family style to each one of the exotics. So let's talk about the first one here, which is the Izanagi's Burden Sniper. So the Izanagi's Burden Sniper Rifle comes with the intrinsic perk called Honed Edge. And so what it does is if you hold down and reload, it consumes all of the rounds left in the magazine and condenses them into one big massive round that does additional damage and has additional range. So you're basically going to be hitting everything like a freaking freight train with that one round. And since this is a Japanese themed exotic, I believe this will be part of the Izanami Forge, which will take place starting on December 18th. Now the next exotic we're going to talk about is the exotic bow. This one is called the La Manicue. Hopefully I said that right, but you can tell by the name this is definitely one of the French family forged weapons. And I believe this is going to take place during the December 7th week with the Gofan Forge. This one comes with the intrinsic perk called Pestilence Arrows. On a perfect draw, a hit target receives damage over time. On a perfect draw with a precision hit, all enemies in the Void Cloud receive damage over time. So basically this is going to be kind of like Thorn from D1, but in the bow form, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this one. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Now this next exotic is pronounced Jotun, J-O-T-U-N, and it is a fusion, and it fits over your hand, so it's like a fusion hand blaster. And what it does is it shoots out a fireball slug, and they described it in the VDoc is it blasts the enemies with a big fireball, and it leaves the ground burning and does additional damage over time. So check out the footage. And given the Norseman name, this one definitely going to be the first one we go after next week for the Volander Forge. Key grenade launcher. This one comes with the intrinsic perk called Arc Traps. Grenades stick to surfaces and chain arc bolts to other mines, which sounds pretty damn cool, and this thing looks pretty damn cool too. And given that we only have one Forge week left that I haven't picked, I'm going to say this is part of the Niobe Labs that starts on January 8th. And if that wasn't enough to convince you to buy the annual pass, let's not forget, there are still 2 other seasons left within the annual pass after Season of the Forge. The next one coming up, which takes place March through May, is called Season of the Drifter. And it's going to have content called Joker's Wild. And Joker's Wild is going to take place around the Drifter and Gambit gameplay. And it says here, Gambit was only the beginning, and the Drifter is ready to deal you another deadly hand. Throughout the season, annual pass owners can expect a new Gambit experience, weapons and gear, Joker's Wild quest, another exotic quest line, Zur bounties, which that sounds very interesting. So maybe Zur will become relevant again. New triumphs and collections, and bonus rewards. And lastly, we have Season of the, they don't have a name for it yet, and it takes place during June through August of 2019, and the activity is going to be called Penumbra. And it states here, only the brave will learn what lurks in the shadow, only the strong will survive its teeth. Throughout the season, annual pass owners can expect a new 6-player match-made activity, a new quest to complete, of course, new weapons and gear, an all-new raid, secrets to discover, triumphs and collections, and bonus rewards. And through all of this, Bungie is going to give out what is called a package of gratitude, and it is a Veterans of the Hunt bundle. So if you've been playing Destiny 2 Forsaken before October 16th, you will receive this reward, and with that you get a unique emblem and unique shader, and those of you who have played Destiny 1 will definitely recognize the shader. You get some consumable bundles there, Fireteam medallions, Vanguard Crucible, and of course you get 2 new exotic emotes, the knife trick, which is what Petra does, and of course the coin flip for what the Drifter does in Gambit. And I'm going to try to wrap this video up. So what to expect next week: Destiny 2 patch 2.1.1 will launch on Tuesday, December 4th, and it will officially unlock Black Armory content for owners of the annual pass. That will take place around 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, 11:30 Eastern, and you should expect about a 30-minute downtime. And then on Friday, December 7th, the Scourge of the Past raid will launch for Black Armory players as well, and that launches at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern, and recommended power level is 640. So get out there, get the power light level up, and get ready for the new raid. And I'm going to end this video with a few images from the VDoc, and you can check out the full video of the VDoc. I'm going to put a link in the description below. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was long, there's a lot of content, and I'm going to try to do more of these as the annual passes and the seasons drop. So thanks for hanging with me, and we'll talk soon.